Good afternoon. To be somehow difficult to squeeze thousands of years of history into 10 minutes, but I'll try. As the professor said, the title of my paper is The Relics, Vestiges and Symbols of Ancient Israel in Igbo Society. The Igbo, in older times, more commonly referred to as the Igbo, have been referred to as the Jews of Africa for a very long time. We have been native to 16,000 square miles in the deep south of Nigeria for estimatedly 1,000 years. The Igbo way of life is called Omenana, which if you translate to English, you will get things, laws, customs, traditions that you have to do or observe in or on the land. These, I believe, will give you a clear message because the Torah of Israel, which is the basic code of the culture of Israel, contains essentially what? So the laws, customs, etc. that Israelites are to do, observe on the land. I will call out a few things. I will talk about some key structures, institutions, and systems in the Igbo society, which even in the state and form that they are in presently, as relics, antiquities and antiques, and vestiges, they give us a glimpse of what the Israel of the patriarchs, the lawgiver, judges, and kings looked like, and of the way they organized their society. I will talk about my family, which is central in a way. I will start by talking about my family, which reminds you of the biblical judges, even King Saul's monarchy, and an Igbo family that reminds you of the Levites. 300 years or so ago, my family, with Udoji, my great-grandfather, who was an Obi, and an Nze, at its head, brought in an accommodated Nuri from Ohio, another Igbo clan, who, from all indications, which include evidence that Igbo migrated from the north, are Levites. And if they are not, we will then be forced to consider the strange possibility that there were two Israelite entities that were not connected in any way in ancient times. My father, who was born in 1920, told me that the family of non-Ozoba ancestry, that are our brothers, quote, because they live on our land, attend family meetings with us, and our kinsmen presently came the following way to join us. Though he was sitting on the corridor of his Obi day, around 300 years ago, enjoying the cool breeze, when he espied a family walking towards him. Getting closer, they saluted him, and responding, he asked who they were, and they responded that they were Umumi, that they were looking for a place to settle and live. God invited them in, gave them hospitality, allocated land to them, and they settled and became members of his family. They still with us today. The special occupation of this family gives us a hint of who they are. Among the Igbo, like among the Jews, a suicide was not given a regular burial. The Torah said that a hanged person is an abomination. Here, the English language, I think, missed the point of the Torah. Torah must have meant a person that hanged himself, a suicide. Hanging was a very regular means of committing suicide in ancient times. The Igbo believed that one who committed suicide by hanging committed abomination, soiled the land society, offended God, and that purification must be performed before his body could be cut down to be thrown away. And he or she must not be mourned. My studies of Jewish tradition show that no Jewish group accords the suicide a normal and regular mourning and burial back to our Levites. This family that Udoji accumulated came from one of the families through clans that had authority to perform the required purification, cleansings. They had rights and freedom to move around and to be allocated land by their brother Igbos to settle and practice their profession, exactly as the Lord required the biblical Israelites to do in the case of the Levites. who were also to move around in Israel practicing their craft. Among the Igbo, the major purifications and cleansings have to be done by the priests of Nri. Here we have another clincher, the primary family clan of the Nri, Agugu, where I conducted much research and met great Igbo sages, some of who are in the video that has the nickname Nri Emeland. The meaning of this will shock you. It means that we don't have lands. Jacob, the Hebrew patriarch, prophesied that Levi will have no land in Israel, but will be scattered in Israel. Moses, the lawgiver, through whom God instructed Israel directly, relayed what God said about the Levites. They were to be scattered in Israel as the priests of the Israelites. The Nri are scattered among the Igbos as the primary priests. And we have had this nickname, Nri do not have lands since immemorial times. And most probably, most Nri indigenes have forgotten why they acquired the nickname. Tellingly, the family of Nri that settled with Ilona named one of their sons Asomba, which means that they can settle anywhere among their brother Igbos. The following might be digressional, but it might be good to introduce it. The Nri occupied the highest religious position among the Igbo, as Aaron, the brother of Moses, and his descendants did among the biblical Israelites. Struggle for this position was partially responsible for the Dathan, Abiram, and Korah rebellion. The Nri are the leaders of the Igbo in matters pertaining to religion, and they are in position of the Ofor of the Holy Igbos. What all this means could be very valuable in gaining a deeper understanding of ancient Israel, which is very vital as history moves on and forward. I will continue with the discussion about my family and the Obi, which I continue to discuss Nri, and therefore which I have introduced the Obi. The Obi are the persons who traditionally serve as the political leaders of Igbo communities. My family, which I have introduced by narrating how we accommodated the family of Igbo Levites, has provided the Obi for my community, Ebenozo, sub-plan for centuries. The function of an Obi includes provision of the meeting place for the community and maintenance of same. In this structure, which is called Community Obi, the community also gather for formal religious activities like prayers, which the oldest male member of the community leads. The Obi also serves as the courthouse of the community. Issues are settled inside it, and sittings are only taken to the stadium if the proceedings will attract very many people, and it's feared that the Obi will not be able to accommodate those that would like to attend. The Obi will very likely be the person that will represent the community if there are risky and costly assignments that the community needs to execute. For example, if the community needed to fight a neighboring community, the Obi will lead the community. Also, the Obi is expected to shoulder the responsibility of the community, like accommodating the Levites, as I have narrated. The Obi reminds me of the Hebrew judges and kings who led the people from the front, were at the forefront of the fights and not at the rear. Saul was there at the war fronts, making the arrangements for tackling Goliath, even volunteering his armor for the boy soldier David. Also, the Obi, who is wrongly misrepresented as a king today, or traditional ruler, to use what is in Nigerian lexicon, reminds an observer of the Israelite king, whom God instructed that he is to still remain more or less like an equal to his brethren. The Igbo Obi, unlike the kings, traditional rulers among the Yoruba, Benin, Hausa, Fulani, Europeans, etc., did not receive any special treatment from the Igbo, like King Ahab, who wanted to buy neighbor's land because, unlike great kings, he hadn't control of the land in Israel. The Igbo Obi had only his own portion of the ancestral land, and if he needed more, he has to buy. The Obi is empowered so that he can be strong as he performs his functions, and Ofor, which will help him to live a clean life is given to him. The Igbo have a belief that living sinfully leads to death. To avoid this fate, the Obi, who as a prominent person could more easily stray, is given an Ofor, which one is scared of sinning when one is in possession of it. If the Obi is the oldest man, from the oldest family in the community, things are very simple in regards to the Ofo because it is the oldest people from the oldest family that possesses the Ofo of a particular community among the Igbo. But if it is not, an Ofo which will be subordinate to the main one will be provided for him. So what is the Ofo? It is the staff obtained from a branch of a particular tree. It only becomes solid and active after consecration. The Ofo is a staff of spiritual and social authority among the Igbo. It symbolizes truth and justice among the Igbo. In ancient Israel, its equivalent was in a way a symbol of truth too. One of his functions is serving as a reminder to the person in possession of it to be holy and righteous and to never ever forget justice. Besides the general Igbo of the Ofo of the various communities, clans and sub-clans, etc., every Igbo family has an Ofo. We will meet some of the different Ofo in this discussion. The Inri, the Ofo of the Igbo, the Levites and Israelites. The Inri who, as we have seen, closely resemble the biblical Levites and do for the Igbo what the Levites did for the Israelites possess the Ofo of the Igbo. I have good reasons to believe that the Ofo is a model of Aaron's stick that bordered after the Dathan, Abiram, and Korah controversy. Some translations of the Torah allude to this staff as a rod, and some as a stick. The Torah makes us to know that every Israelite family had one and submitted it for the test, which Aaron's won. But Aaron was chosen for the priesthood very early, shortly after Israel left Egypt. Yet Korah and his co-conspirators still trained their eyes on him and on his position. They were envious of the innocent man who did not bribe or lobby to get the priesthood. I think that the burden of his Ofo of his staff is equivalent to what is behind the following Igbo saying, Ejibam Ofo, I am in possession of Ofo, which can be interpreted to mean my hands are clean. Looking at the accusations leveled at Moses and his siblings in spite of their innocence, this makes sense. Nze. In the good old days, every Igbo goes to be consecrated to become an Nze. An Nze is distinguished by the following. He is very careful about what he eats and extra careful about what he does, says and hears. Traditionally, Igbo keep kosher. Substantial evidence of this exists in the wise sayings, law, music of the Igbo, and in the animals that the Igbos consider as suitable for sacrifice. The Nze goes an extra mile in observing the laws of kashrut and general kosher. He can only eat food prepared in his home by his wife, and this depends on her state. So sometimes he prepares his food himself. He does not say simple things, and he must not hear simple things. In my clan, the Nze has a bell that tingles tied to his back. The purpose of the bell is to give sufficient warning that the holy man is passing whenever he is abroad, so that people will be careful. Because if someone says an unwritten to his hearing, he has the right to levy a fine, which must be paid without delay. The Nze is distinguished by the red thread, which must always be on his head. The Nze is the Igbo Nazarite. Samson was the Anglican model of the Nazarite. How many letters are shared by the Nze and the Nazarite? The Osu, Oruma, researching on the Osu and introducing it in such a lofty forum, because due to the paucity of time, I can only introduce and not discuss will help in solving a critical problem that has arisen from the mobilization of the Osu, such as misunderstanding of their role in society, which has led to the Osu being discriminated against. Okay, I will pause and share the rest of the paper by email. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a big honor to be here. We're here at a conference about Jews of color. We have the Honorable Remy Lona with us from Nigeria representing the Igbo people. I know what he's done. He's put in a ton of work and it's really incredible to be here. We're here with Rabbi Capers Finney, Chief Rabbi, I want to say it correctly, the International Israelite Board of Rabbis. He's actually the third one to be installed, and I couldn't rest assured he's going to do incredible things in his lifetime. So it's a big honor to be here in the same room as well, especially with Hebrew University, Tel Aviv University, Florida International University, and the other universities. So I'd like to just bring out a good point. You know, what are we here for? We're here for this topic of Jews of color, and we have someone from Nigeria here who wrote a wonderful book showing, you know, more than a justified case how the Igbo tribe of Nigeria has their roots in the Israelite story, the Israelite narrative, the people of Israel. And it's a fascinating book, and I read it. There's no question that, you know, millions of Jews fled south into Africa at the time of the destruction of the Roman conquering of Israel. And what I want to do is connect the dots right now, because what we have in America is a phenomenon within the African American community, where people who were once, let's say, gang members or who had no affiliation with anything religious, they're taking on biblical names and identities right now by the millions. It's going all across America in every single city. They're creating new names, Hebrew names, they're learning Torah, and they're saying we're part of the Israelite people. And they're actually invoking scripture in Deuteronomy 28:68, which says the Israelites are going to be brought once again in the future as slaves again through the method of ships. And, you know, I'm trying to see now this, let's connect the dots with no smoke without a fire. We have the conquering of Israel by Rome and Judeans fleeing into Africa. You have the tribe in Africa, Nigeria, numbering 40 million people or so, which seems very clear that they have their roots within the Jewish people. You have ships that came from those ports to America on slave trade, and then you have people who were the product of that slave trade claiming to be part of this narrative as well. So, you know, I want to say, is that not a lot? It's a logical series of events that's happening here. I'm wondering if we all put those connections in our head, that's a phenomenon and it's real. There was a video made about the Igbo tribe called The Re-Emerging Jews in Nigeria, and it really covers this very well. And there was also a video made of, you know, what I call like the home base video. That's the video of what's going on in Nigeria. But there was another documentary made by the African American community who moved back to Israel, went full circle from Israel to Africa to America, from Chicago back to Israel, and the people of Dimona. And the video was called The Village of Peace, and it was co-produced by Mari Stoudemire, someone from the Miami Heat, locally in our neighborhood right here. And I visited them, and I felt that they were one of those beautiful people, beautiful communities I've ever seen, and their take on life and their viewpoints are incredible. I'm just trying to put this all together and create a story for us to digest, that this is something that's real and it's growing. I recently had a Facebook video of myself speaking about the Igbos and the slave trade, and someone shared it on Facebook, and it had over 600,000 views within 4 days. And I looked who was viewing this, and it was 99% African Americans who were viewing this. And I was watching a lot of them, what they were saying about this, and they were calling me a Khazar or an Edomite, a white guy who has no authority to speak on the people of Israel, actually speaking on the people of Israel about themselves. So I see the next step of this as to be a real big conversation with everyone in the same room, and you know, getting to the bottom of this whole thing, because the scriptures, as we spoke about today, are very clear that the people of Israel aren't going to be found in one color. They're going to be found from all the nations of the world, from four corners of the world. And that's what we have today. We have to connect and put a theme together. I found it interesting also that at the time of Israel getting destroyed and the fleeing, Judeans went into Spain as well as into Africa. And then 1,500 years later, they both went on ships towards the Americas within 10 years of each other, let's say. Let's say Portugal initiated the slave trade, transatlantic slave trade in the mid-1500s. The mid-1500s was the Portugal Inquisition, where Jews also fled Portugal on ships. So we were kind of traveling to Europe and Africa at the same time, then from Africa and Europe on towards the Americas at the same time. So there's also a story there that has to be unfolded. There was also a letter I received from the chief Ashkenazi rabbi and the descendant of Vilna Gaon, his name was Israel Shlav. And he wrote a letter from Israel it was towards Africa, towards Ethiopia, but basically he knew that that's where the tribes were, and it was a plea, it was a request that the world of Judaism, the Jewish world, needs these people who are lost out in Africa to come back to their roots because there was a legend that he had that there existed a smicha, an exact chain of teachings from Moses that was deep in Africa. And you see already in the 1800s, our community, the white Ashkenazi community, was begging for this return of these people. And the most emotionally heartfelt letter I could have read brought me to tears. So I hope that's going to be published soon as well. I'd like to just wrap up my speech, and I just wanted to plant some seeds of the phenomenon and what's going on to connect the dots is what I'm doing about this whole thing, and it will require everyone's participation. I've built, not myself alone, me and my team, my friends, we built a social network, an online platform, where the tribes of Israel, people who identify with the Incan House of Israel, could log themselves in by the village, and as well as have their own individual accounts. And we can create a global picture of who actually says they're from the people of Israel. Interesting enough, Remi's been helping me out. Nigeria is off the charts right now. We're registering villages in Nigeria at a high rate, and you're really starting to get shape of what, if you know anything about the politics in Nigeria today, there's the Biafra, there's the Igbo land, there's people of Igbo who have been meshed up with other people in borders that they don't identify with. And when you look at our map, you really see where the people of the Igbo people are and what the borders of the potential future could be and how that can be connected to Israel. It's just mind-blowing to see all this happening. And what I've done also is I have my company is the Theological Research Institute. We have accreditation from the New York City Board of Regents, National College of Credit Recommendation Services. We have an online course on this topic of biblical tribes of Israel, and we're going to be doing a scholarship across America for young underprivileged students to give them college credits, get them in the door and learn about this. But for people who will pay for this course, part of the money is going to finance this non-for-profit social network we've built. So literally, if you want to help save the world and you want to map out the Israeli exile, learn about it first, and through learning about it, you will actually be doing it. That's my humble contribution. I think everyone should have something they can do for it. And thank you. I'd like to just make one final remark. My partner on the non-for-profit that I've been doing this with, his grandfather was the gabbai, or the attendant of this synagogue that we're standing in right now, a long time ago. His name was Tzvi Ben Nachman Itzwitz, and he was here before dawn every day cleaning up, preparing. And I don't know if the word's karma, but full circle, his descendants, his children are back here today making an announcement. And on that announcement, I'd like to take out a gift that Remy gave me, a traditional Igbo skull cap, and I'd like to put it on to be a symbolic announcement of the unification of our people. And that's it.